President Biden, he's really demonizing oil companies, accusing them of choosing not to drill more so they can raise prices. Look who's here. Daniel Yergin, world-renowned authority on the price of oil, joining Varney and Company again. Daniel, is there any truth to the president's claim that the oil companies refuse to drill so they can get the price up?
It's not, I just am shaking my head as I listen to this. The only place in the world where oil productions are going to really increase this year happens to be the United States, and it might be by 600,000 to 1 million barrels a day, which is more than Saudi Arabia or anybody else could put out. The other country that could add 400,000 or 500,000 barrels a day is Canada, and so that should be on the agenda too. I don't understand why, there's not a dialogue and work with the oil companies to help them solve their supply chain problems and their other issues that would facilitate more production. But these these sound bites should really be retired. They're not doing any good. And, Biden he's in a crisis. The country's in a crisis. The people you have on are in a crisis. We should be solving it, not just trying to solve it with sound bites.
The president goes to Saudi Arabia, we believe, to fill the gap in oil production. Will the Saudis fill the gap? Can the Saudis fill the gap?
Will put out more. I think the Saudis will do more oil, but what people haven't noticed is not a lot of what's called spare capacity in Saudi Arabia. So it will get much lower. And by the way, as it gets lower, that's your last security blanket that you're pulling away from the market at a time when we're in a global energy crisis. Jeez. So it will help. Words from the Saudis would help. But the fundamental thing, Stuart, is we're in a global crisis and the markets are not in good shape. They're disrupted.
We've got the price of crude oil, West Texas Intermediate, $122.90 as we speak. Where do you see that price going? Up from here?
Well, I think unless the Fed really, unless we go into a recession, I think looking where the market is, we'll see higher prices. We have a highly dislocated world market, and the sanctions on Russian oil will start to go in place. And Russian oil production is going down, not up. So I think we're in for a tough time this summer in terms of oil prices and gasoline, and that's why we need a cooperative framework to address it, and not just political language.
Daniel Yergin, you know what you're talking about. If only we could just go and get the oil that is ours. Mr. Yergin, thank you very much for being with us, sir. Much obliged to you. Thanks a lot.